architect of our solar system, patiently gathering the raw materials from the void and shaping them into something new and extraordinary. As the clumps of rock and dust grew larger, their gravitational pull became stronger. A bigger object has a stronger pull, and so these growing planetesimals, as we call them, began to attract more and more material. They acted like cosmic vacuum cleaners, sweeping through their orbits and pulling in all the smaller debris around them. The rich got richer, in a sense. The largest of these bodies grew the fastest, their powerful gravity drawing in everything that strayed too close. This process, known as accretion, was how our Earth began to take its spherical shape, gathering mass piece by piece from the swirling disk of primordial material. This was not a gentle process. It was a period of incredible violence and constant bombardment. The young Earth was relentlessly struck by asteroids and comets, some as large as small planets themselves. Each impact released a tremendous amount of energy, contributing to the growing heat of the new world. One of these collisions was so colossal, so utterly transformative, that it changed our planet's destiny forever. A Mars-sized object, which we have named Theia, smashed into the early Earth. This monumental impact blasted a huge amount of molten rock and debris into orbit around our planet. The material thrown into space by this giant impact did not escape Earth's gravitational pull. Instead, it began to orbit our wounded planet, forming a ring of glowing molten debris. Just as the planets had formed from the solar disk, this debris began to clump together. Gravity once again worked its magic, pulling these fragments together until they formed a single, large, spherical body. This body became our constant companion in the night sky. It became our moon. The moon's gravity, in turn, began to pull on the Earth, stabilizing its wobble and creating the tides, a rhythmic pulse that would one day be crucial for life. In its infancy, the Earth was a place utterly alien to the world we know today. It was not a blue and green oasis of life, but a terrifying, hellish landscape. The constant bombardment from asteroids and the immense pressure from its own gravity had generated an incredible amount of heat. The entire planet was a glowing, molten ball of rock and metal. Its surface was a roiling ocean of magma, bubbling and churning under a sky choked with hot, poisonous gases. There was no solid ground to stand on, no water to drink, no air to breathe. It was a world of fire, a planet still being forged in the crucible of the cosmos. The heaviest materials within this molten sphere, such as iron and nickel, began to sink under the pull of gravity. They journeyed towards the planet's center, accumulating to form a dense metallic core. This process, known as differentiation, was a crucial step in our planet's development. The movement of this molten iron core is what generates Earth's magnetic field, and